Hi, welcome to the calendar. I'm your host, Kris Nation. Joining me as always is Crystal Schelle, the Lifestyle Editor for Herald-Mail. Welcome.
Well, welcome for you. This is the first time I have a new host this week, so I'm super excited.
I know, I'm excited to really get into this and see what's going on, because you're going to tell us all about what's happening in and around Washington County.
Exactly. We have a lot of things going on here in the Washington County and in the surrounding areas. So we always say, if you're complaining about there's nothing to do in Washington County, shame on you.
Exactly. There's plenty to do, right? And in
Exactly.
fact, let's get right to it. Our first event, in fact, is the Smithsburg's Volunteer Fire Company Carnival. What can you tell me about that?
Well, who doesn't love a carnival?
Of course.
Ali, what's your favorite thing?
Usually it's the rides. I'm a big fan of little carnival rides, or especially carnival games.
Well, I always have to have like a candy apple or something. Oh. It's like it doesn't make it complete. But the Smithsburg Volunteer Fire Company, they have been doing this for eons. The thing I like is that they have nightly entertainment. This starts from 7. It's 7 and 10 p.m. Karaoke contest, squeeze play. Tuesday's Richie Fields. He's from Nashville. We've up and comer. Center of Gravity is another country band. They'll be playing Friday night. There's always also fireworks every night after sunset, starting from Tuesday on.
Very nice. So they do a fireworks show every night? Oh.
So, you know, who best to have on hand when you have a fireworks show than the fire company?
Oh, yeah. I've got friends who will go to an event for a fireworks show by itself. So, you know, you throw in some great music, little food, carnival games. That's fantastic stuff.
Yeah, and what I love about local carnivals is that it's always a gathering. So even if you're not Smithsburg, you're from outside the Smithsburg town, you're going to see old friends there, run into people you haven't seen in a while, and it's always a reunion.
It seems like it's going to be a great event. In fact, let's go ahead and get that information up on the screen for you. Smithsburg Volunteer Fire Company Carnival, Monday, August 6th through Saturday, August 10th, Smithsburg's Carnival grounds behind the fire department. That's 22 North Main Street, Smithsburg. Prepaid ride all-night tickets are $12 or $20 at the gate. Now that seems like a great event, but that's not the only event going on around the county, right?
No, if you like fairs, you have to go to the Berkeley County Youth Fair. This is one of my favorite events. I lived in Martinsburg for about 10 years, so I always made a point to go down to the youth fair. The great thing about this compared to like our local ag show is that this is very youth-centric, hence the name Youth Fair.
So it's great for kids.
Yes, great for kids. 4-H are really involved in this. They have like a bunch of exhibits in the halls, but there's also great music. I talked to Dustin Lynch. He's one of the, he's an up-and-comer musician. He's touring right now with Keith Urban and Little Big Town. He's going to be playing August 7th, Wednesday night. That's always a thing. And the thing, it's really a cheap admission. It's $5 to get in, and kids 12 and younger are free. So, and we do actually have some video here of Dustin performing, just kind of see what you're going to be getting for your $5.
There's a history between girls like her and guys like me, cowboys and angels. I've got boots, she's got wings. I'm hell on wheels and she's heavenly.
That does seem like a really cool event. That's something I would love to go down to. But let's go ahead and get that information up for you on that. That way you and your family can go down there. That's the Berkeley County Youth Fair, Berkeley County Fairgrounds. That's going to be at 2419 Golf Course Road, Martinsburg, West Virginia. Admission is $5, free for ages 12 and younger, and the website is up on your screen. Now, we know that these two events are coming through, but what else is happening out there?
Well, if you want something a little bit more inside, they're actually having a Barnum. The show's called Barnum. It's going to be at the Totem Pole Playhouse. We've talked about them before in past calendars, and the Totem Pole Playhouse is this great summer stock playhouse in the middle, up in the mountains of Fayetteville, Pennsylvania. What I like about this show, it actually tells the story about the love story of P.T. Barnum and his wife Charity, and she was an opera singer. So it's going to be like, you know, maybe not Circus du Soleil by any means, but it's going to be a lot of like clowns, juggling. There's going to be a circus.
So kind of a carnival feel to
exactly.
it. It'll have kind of that, but it's a great event to take the kids to, right?
Yeah, I would think that it might be a little bit more, you know, for older kids.
So this one will be a little older. It's not, don't take like the 5-year-olds, but if you have a 12, 14, kind of that range.
Yeah, you probably could get away with that because you know, it is a love story. So, and Barnum wasn't exactly the nicest of guys sometimes. So,
sometimes, yeah.
So,
sometimes.
you know, maybe you know, a little older crowd. But the thing I love about the Totem Pole Playhouse is always stellar actors. They have also great performances up there. And it's just a really beautiful drive from Hagerstown to go up there. So
they get a great drive, then they have a really cool event.
Yeah, the great drive's thrown in free a little bit.
So yeah, that just throws that in.
Exactly.
Well, if they want to go to, let's go ahead and get that info up for you. Continuing through Sunday, August 18th at the Totem Pole Playhouse, 9555 Golf Course Road in Fayetteville, Pennsylvania. Tickets start at $39.50, and the website is up on screen for you now. So now I have a 5-year-old, as some of our viewers know, and I'm looking for a child's event, something I could definitely take him to. What can you tell me? What's the next event we're talking about? This
Children's Summer Stories event, they have been having this all summer at Renfrew Institute in Waynesboro, Pennsylvania. It's sponsored by Renfrew, and children are going to gather underneath a tree near the visitor center and hear stories. They're going to have a lot of hands-on activities. It's for ages preschool and older. So your son will be perfect for this, but you have to accompany him. There are no dropping off your children and leaving.
So no taking the child and escaping.
Exactly.
It's not like going to be a babysitting thing, but it's something that you can do with your kid.
Yeah, and I always am a big proponent of teaching kids to read early and read to them often. And this is a great example of getting to read to them, you know, other than the nighttime bid story that you're going to be telling them. And if you miss it this Tuesday, they're going to play it next Tuesday too.
And especially, you know, I think nowadays a lot of what I see in my kid and maybe other kids is they get lost in technology, where the old art of storytelling is kind of gone away. So this is one of those things where we can get back to storytelling.
Right. This is a great example of just getting a book in front of the kids and reading a story. So.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get that info up. That way, if you want to get one of your kids down there and go do the story, let's go ahead and put that up for you full page. That's the Children's Summer Stories, 1 p.m. Tuesday, August 6th and 13th at Renfrew Museum and Park, 1010 East Main Street, Waynesboro, Pennsylvania. If it rains, for information, call 717-262-0373. And finally, you were telling me that a little bit, how do people get a hold of you if they've got an event they want to promote?
The best way is to email me at lifestyle@herald-mail.com. You can follow me on our Twitter feed at hm_lifestyle, or go to Facebook and find us on Facebook.
Very cool. Yeah, and if you have a story or if you have ideas that you have an event coming up, let her know all about it.